Hey guys, I always do a pre-detail inspection with the client to address any items on the vehicle that may or may be pre-existing. Any pre-existing scratches, any pre-existing wear, anything that would be problematic down the line. I always recommend asking, what do you want to do with the extra change that I found? Where do you want me to put that? Look at the interior. Address certain things like that. That could be possible paint transfer. Not paint transfer, that could be a possible scratch, or it could be something that could be taken out to improve it. Set the expectation that it may, if there's abrasion there, it may not come all the way out. And just really assess where we're at. I recommend doing this with your client so that they know, what to expect, and you can identify anything that may be a problem down the line. For example, if there's damage to the vehicle, you want to make sure that you identify that prior to completing your inspection. The detail. There's a B in here. Also, very important, items that belong to the customer. Make sure you ask them what they want to do with the items. I recommend always advising to have the client pull out any personal belongings, anything of value, and make sure that if they're not able to do that, make sure that you're able to account for everything for a better customer. You don't want somebody calling, where's my, so just make sure you do this with your clients. That way you can build trust, and then you can also protect yourself. You never want to assume what's important to your client. So, don't throw out receipts or anything like that. Any change you find, always put it in a Ziploc bag. This was something that I noticed, that there's some additional, this I don't know if this is scratching or if this is from dirt, so that's something I had to address. I think that most of that's going to come up, but just in case. And so the other element that I've run into here is that with the weather, right? So these helicopters have just come off a tree and they're going all over the place. So they're in the interior. This just makes the job more difficult because it's more stuff that you gotta account for. So you gotta adjust your surroundings and circumstances. All right. So what I've done is I've gone in and got the big items out of the vehicle. Anything that is important, I've separated in that bag. Anything that's known garbage, like anything that's just regular garbage, I got out of the vehicle. Okay, and so just don't assume. If there's a receipt or something like that, don't throw that out, because they may be trying to return some spoons or something. You never know. So never assume, but make sure that you address this with your client, what their expectations are as far as what can be thrown out versus what they're saving. If they're saving something, kind of urge them, say, hey, get anything that's very important, save it. You know what I mean? Make sure you get that before I start the detail. Anything that's that's questionable. So, all right, on to the fun part. I I did an initial vacuum over there. I'm not done yet. I got some crevices that I need to get to. Gotta get that type of stuff out of there. Those crumbs, all that. Just showing some progress here. Excuse the bumpy camera, I don't have a camera person. Clean all that out. And the seats here. To go through the interior again, because there's a ton of debris that's been blown in here. You see those helicopters there? They're coming in the car. I took out the cup holder so I could soak it. Took out all the plastic, the soft plastic stuff for the storage compartments so that they can soak, because they have like gook on them. I'm gonna have to go in here, get all this stuff out, and then I'm gonna vacuum it a final time. So I guess my biggest thing for me is this. There are a couple different things with this vehicle specifically. There are a ton of different, a lot of different nooks and crannies. Like so here, see that goes all around the dash. And so when you get in the car, your eye draws to that. So those are gonna be very important to make sure that they're detailed accordingly. There's dust in there. You know, just, that's gonna be a little bit tricky, but we'll get it done. I'll have an after portion review. I'm gonna do the outside, but I'm not gonna go too crazy because it's supposed to rain. But I'll be cleaning it up and making sure the outside's good. There's some a lot of bugs and tar, not tar, but bugs in the front. So I'll be doing that. I'm gonna handle the screen with care, basically everything. But the only other thing that I have some difficulty with, I don't know if this is white out here, but I've been trying to get it cleaned up. I used a magic eraser to see if I can get braid it to lift some of this. I'm just gonna have to spend some more time with that. It's not damaged. It's not damaged, so that's what I was concerned about. It looks like it's just gonna need a little bit more muscle to get that up, because it's coming up. That was the section that I was talking to you about before. I'll go over that again. This is just the initial cleaning. I'll put something on the interior to protect it, but other than that, I'm gonna have to go in here. So it's definitely gonna need another vacuum, but I got the initial stuff up. I'm gonna hit this floor mat again too. I'm gonna take that out and put some APC on there and soak it for a while, because that's gonna be that's that winter salt stuff. So, all right, fellas and ladies, all right. So we've got very little sheeting or any protection on this vehicle. So for something like this, I'm gonna definitely put some of this on there. It'll help with giving at least a layer of protection on there. But with this detail, the biggest thing was getting the interior taken care of. But we'll definitely make sure we put a little bit of protection on here too. All right, here's the finished product. Excuse the lawnmower. There's a ton of pollen out there, but I would call this a 97% improvement. Thanks for watching, fellas and ladies.